Do you want to know how much time you really have left once you pass 50? It's a question most people quietly avoid, but deep down, they've felt it. That subtle awareness that time suddenly feels different. One day you're full of plans and energy, and then, without warning, something shifts. You start to notice little things. Your body takes longer to recover, your energy isn't quite the same, and the mirror starts reflecting not just your face, but the years you've lived. The truth is, once you cross 50, every year becomes more precious, more fragile, and more meaningful. And whether you realize it or not, your body is already sending you signals, quiet but powerful signs that reveal how healthy you really are and how long you might live in the years ahead. Some people in their 50s still feel sharp, strong, and unstoppable. They move with purpose, think clearly, and embrace each day with energy. Others start slowing down, not because of bad luck, but because they've ignored the warnings their body's been whispering all along. Today, we're going to talk about 10 scientifically proven signs that can reveal how long you might live after 50. These aren't myths or motivational quotes. They're based on real research studied and documented by doctors and scientists who spent decades uncovering what separates those who live long, vibrant lives from those who fade too soon. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your body and lifestyle and what you can do to add more strong, joyful years to your life. Stay with me until the end, because sometimes the smallest changes make the biggest difference. Let's begin. One of the strongest predictors of longevity isn't in your DNA, your medical history, or even your diet. It's something far simpler: your walking speed. Scientists at the University of Pittsburgh studied thousands of adults over 50 and discovered a stunning pattern. People who maintained a brisk, confident walking pace tended to live significantly longer than those who slowed down early. That's because walking speed reflects everything: your heart strength, your lung capacity, your muscle power, and even your brain health. Imagine two people, both 55 years old. Mark starts every morning with a walk. He moves steadily with energy in his stride. His body still trusts him. Then there's Steve. He used to walk too, but now he avoids it. When he does, his steps are shorter, his balance less steady. He tells himself it's just part of getting older, but it's not. It's his body warning him that his endurance, coordination, and cardiovascular health are quietly declining. The good news? You can rebuild it. Walking speed is one of the most reversible signs of aging. A 15-minute daily walk taken with intention can strengthen your heart, improve blood flow, sharpen your mind, and even reverse years of sedentary damage. Because how fast you move through life literally predicts how long you'll keep moving at all. The second sign is your grip strength. Believe it or not, the power of your handshake can reveal the power of your years ahead. Research published in The Lancet found that grip strength is one of the most accurate predictors of overall vitality, even more than blood pressure or cholesterol levels. A strong grip means strong muscles, good circulation, and a well-functioning nervous system. A weak one means your body's starting to lose its resilience. Picture Robert and Daniel, both 56. Robert keeps himself active. He gardens, lifts light weights, and does push-ups a few times a week. His grip is steady, his hands firm, his body responsive. Daniel, on the other hand, notices his hands feel weaker. Carrying groceries feels harder, and twisting open a jar frustrates him. He laughs it off, but that's his muscle mass slipping away, a condition known as sarcopenia. And once your muscles go, your strength, metabolism, and independence go with them. But it's never too late to rebuild. Simple daily actions, squeezing a tennis ball, using hand grips, lifting light weights, can reawaken your strength. Because your grip isn't just about your hands. It's your body's way of telling you how strong you still are. How firmly you hold on today might tell you how long you'll hold on to life. The third sign is your balance, something most people take for granted until it's gone. Balance isn't just about standing still. It's your body's ability to stay grounded, stable, and connected with your mind. A 10-year study from Brazil found that people between 50 and 75 who couldn't stand on one leg for 10 seconds had a dramatically higher risk of dying in the following decade. Balance reflects your nervous system, coordination, and brain-to-body communication, and it starts fading long before you notice it. Think of Lisa and Karen, both 52. Lisa practices yoga twice a week. She can stand on one leg without wobbling and moves with calm confidence. Karen, on the other hand, hasn't thought about balance in years. When she reaches up or turns too fast, she grabs the wall to steady herself. She laughs it off, but her body is whispering that it's losing its alignment. The good news is that balance can be retrained. Just 10 seconds a day of standing on one foot, walking heel to toe, or doing light stretches can reprogram your stability. And here's something beautiful. Balance training doesn't just strengthen your legs, it sharpens your brain. It teaches your body to trust itself again. Because balance isn't just a physical state, it's a reflection of how well your body and mind are working together. The fourth sign is sleep. Not just how much you sleep, but how well you sleep. After 50, your sleep quality becomes a mirror of your internal health. You may notice that you wake up more often, toss and turn longer, or wake up tired even after a full night's rest. That's not just getting older, that's your body struggling to restore itself. A major study from Northwestern University revealed that people in their 50s and 60s who consistently experience poor sleep have higher risks of memory decline, heart problems, and early mortality. Sleep is when your body repairs cells, clears toxins from the brain, and resets hormones. Without it, everything begins to break down. Picture two men, both 55. Tom stays up late, scrolling through his phone. He sleeps 7 hours, but wakes up groggy, unfocused, and irritated. David treats his sleep like sacred time. He shuts off his screens an hour before bed, keeps his room dark and cool, and falls asleep easily. He wakes up refreshed, steady, and clear. That's the difference between just sleeping and truly resting. Your body needs deep, consistent sleep to heal. So pay attention to your nights. They shape your days. Go to bed at the same time, reduce caffeine, and make your room a place of rest, not distraction. Because how well you rest today determines how long and how well you'll live tomorrow.
The fifth sign is your eating habits. After 50, your relationship with food becomes one of the most honest reflections of your health. It's not just about avoiding junk food, it's about how your appetite, nutrition, and routine are serving your energy. Studies from Tufts University found that unintentional weight loss, skipped meals, or loss of appetite in midlife strongly predict accelerated aging. Two people, both 57. Sarah eats real food, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. She cooks often and enjoys her meals. Her weight is steady, her mood is stable, her energy flows naturally. George, on the other hand, skips breakfast, grabs coffee on the go, and eats processed meals at night. He tells himself he's too busy to cook, but his body tells a different story: fatigue, brain fog, and creeping weight gain. Your food choices are conversations with your body. Real food tells your body to repair and grow. Processed food tells it to slow down and decay. So don't starve your body when it needs fuel the most. Eat with attention. Add color to your plate. Drink more water. And never skip breakfast. It's your morning investment in vitality, because how you nourish yourself today is the foundation of your strength tomorrow. The sixth sign is stress, the silent killer of modern life. After 50, stress doesn't hit like it used to. It seeps in quietly. It hides in your muscles, in your chest, in the back of your mind when you're lying awake at night. Long-term, unprocessed stress is one of the most powerful accelerators of aging known to science. A 20-year Harvard study found that people who never learned to manage their stress aged faster and died younger, no matter how healthy their diet or genetics were. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, a hormone that inflames your arteries, weakens your immune system, and even shrinks areas of your brain responsible for memory and focus. Take John and Peter, both 56. John faces problems like anyone else: bills, work, family, but he's learned to let go. He takes walks, practices breathing, and calls a friend when life feels heavy. Peter, though, keeps everything bottled inside. He carries the weight of every worry, replays every mistake, and lets fear live in his head. Over time, that constant stress becomes poison. The truth is, you can't eliminate stress, but you can control your response. Meditation, laughter, movement, and gratitude aren't just feel-good trends, they're biological resets. Even 10 minutes of stillness or laughter a day can reduce cortisol and extend your life, because your ability to stay calm under pressure might be the strongest indicator of how long and how well you'll live. The seventh sign is your social connection. After 50, this one matters more than almost anything else. Loneliness isn't just an emotional pain, it's a biological one. A massive study from Brigham Young University found that chronic loneliness increases your risk of early death by 50%, the same as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Your body needs connection the same way it needs food and rest. When you isolate yourself, your stress hormones rise, your immune system weakens, and your heart suffers. Picture two women, both 59. Carol has a small circle of close friends. She talks, laughs, and meets people regularly. She feels grounded. Nancy, on the other hand, has slowly withdrawn. Her kids are busy, her old friends drifted away, and she tells herself she's fine alone. But slowly she feels heavier, sadder, more detached. What Nancy doesn't realize is that her body is responding to that loneliness. Her heart rate, her immune system, her brain, all reacting as if she's in danger. But the cure is simple. Reconnect, reach out, send that message, make that call, join something. Because connection is medicine, and it's free. Even one meaningful relationship can protect your heart and lengthen your life. The people who live longest aren't the richest or the fittest, they're the most connected. The 8th sign is your resting heart rate recovering, how quickly your heart slows down after activity. Cardiologists at the Cleveland Clinic discovered that people whose heart rate drops rapidly within 1 minute after exercise live longer and have lower risks of heart disease. Your heart's ability to recover shows how resilient your cardiovascular system is. For example, if you walk briskly for a few minutes and your heart takes a long time to calm down, it may indicate stiffness in your arteries or reduced cardiac fitness. But if it drops smoothly, that's a sign of a strong, flexible heart. Think of your heart as an engine. When it's tuned, it accelerates and recovers easily. When it's neglected, it strains with every mile. You don't need fancy tools to measure it, just awareness. Check your pulse after light activity, like climbing stairs. If it's still pounding after a minute, take it as a cue to start building endurance. Walk daily. Add light cardio. Over time, your heart learns to trust you again. And when your heart is calm, your body follows. The 9th sign is flexibility. Your ability to move freely without stiffness or pain. A Japanese study published in BMJ Open followed middle-aged adults for 13 years and found that those who could sit on the floor and stand up without using their hands were far more likely to live longer, independent lives. Flexibility is your body's quiet currency of youth. When your muscles and joints lose elasticity, simple movements become challenges, leading to reduced circulation, poorer posture, and even breathing inefficiency. Picture two men, both 58. James stretches every morning, touches his toes with ease, and feels light on his feet. Paul hasn't stretched in years. Tying his shoes feels uncomfortable. His lower back hurts more often. What Paul doesn't realize is that stiffness is silent aging. It limits blood flow, traps toxins, and drains energy. The good news? Flexibility is recoverable at any age. Gentle stretching, yoga, or even 5 minutes of mobility exercises a day can transform how your body feels and functions. Remember, stiffness isn't a symptom of aging, it's a symptom of inactivity. The more you move, the longer you live. The 10th and final sign is inflammation. The invisible fire inside the body that drives almost every age-related disease. Scientists now call it inflammaging. The chronic low-grade inflammation that silently damages cells, tissues, and organs over decades. It's caused by processed foods, poor sleep, chronic stress, and lack of movement. Blood markers like C-reactive protein, CRP, often rise long before symptoms appear. Imagine two people, both 60. Emma eats fresh foods, stays active, and manages stress well. Her body stays calm. Peter eats fast food, sleeps erratically, and rarely moves. His inflammation levels are high. Even if he feels fine now, his body is burning from the inside out. Chronic inflammation ages your arteries, weakens your immune system, and fogs your mind. But here's the incredible part. It's reversible. With real food, deep sleep, regular movement, and peace of mind, inflammation drops dramatically. You can't see it, but your body feels it. Less inflammation means more life, and that's the kind of quiet miracle within your control. Now that you know these 10 signs, your walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep, eating habits, stress, social connection, heart rate recovery, flexibility, and inflammation,
Take a moment to reflect. Where do you stand? Which signs are you strong in, and which are quietly asking for change? The beauty of this list is that every single one of these factors is within your power to improve. None of them require perfect genetics or expensive treatments, just awareness, consistency, and care. Your body isn't your enemy, it's your messenger. It's been speaking to you all along. Listen, respond, adjust. Because after 50, you're not running out of time. You're finally realizing how valuable it is. The second half of your life isn't about chasing youth. It's about preserving vitality. Walk faster. Sleep deeper. Eat cleaner. Breathe calmer. Stretch often. Stay connected. The future isn't promised, but it is shapeable. You're not getting older, you're getting clearer. And the clearer you become, the longer and better you'll live. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share your support. Help us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.